Good morning, Jeffrey Paul. Having a little sip of my Starbucks this morning. Listen, I've got an inspiration for you, but I have a kind of a question to ask you. But first, before I do that, I want to tell you a little story that really moved me just recently. I was listening to a young man in a conference ask a tremendously wise man, "What's the three things that I need to do today to be happy? What are the three things that I do today that I would be happy?" And the wise man just took a few minutes to kind of ponder that thought. And then he said, "You need to become hypersensitive and conscious of being alive." And the young man shook his head and said, "What does that mean?" He said, "Well," he said, "when you get up in the morning, you should take a consensus that you have woken up. That a million people may have not woken up today, but you woke up today." He said, "That should bring such a happiness and joy when you become hyper conscious of being alive that there'll be a smile on your face." Then he said, "Think about the loved ones around you that are alive. And again, a smile will come to your face because many people will have lost some of their loved ones in this one period of 24 hours. And then he said, throughout the day, continue to remember and be conscious, hyper conscious, that you're alive and you will be happy." Well, I was really moved by that because as I pondered it, I thought, well, this wise man had some great insight for this young man. I hope he received and understood that. But there was that same advice over 2,000, 3,000 years ago given by King Solomon in that little tiny book I've talked to you about before, the Ecclesiastes. And he went through all the process of life and things that he did and things that he found was not worth living for and things that were just, the upside down chasing of the wind, he said. And he concludes the same type of understanding. Be conscious of being alive. And if you're conscious of being alive, it's like the teachings we did yesterday. The reality is that you recognize that life, which is God in you, is living. And when you put those two thoughts together, that you're alive because life is in you and life is God within you, then you should be and I should be as happy every minute of the day, no matter what the circumstances, no matter what the weather is, no matter what I get or don't get, hyper conscious of being alive. How's that for a challenge? You want to be happy? Take the challenge to become hyper conscious of being alive. And being alive means, again, that you are in awareness, in consciousness, that God's life and activity and motion and energy and all the things that he has is moving through your bloodstream, through your body, through your heart, and you're up today. All of you out there today, Brent's on there and Christy and Judith and all of you, we're alive. And if we're alive, we should be very, very happy. And that begins the consciousness of being alive that causes us to be happy. So I challenge you today to be happy by simply being constantly throughout the day hyper conscious of being alive, breathing, walking, looking, seeing, thinking, breathing. You're alive. That sets the premise of a happy, blessed day. So today, let's go out and have a happy day. Be hyper conscious. Be hyper conscious of you being alive. And God, who is life, is in you, permeating that life all through this day. Smile and be happy. Have a beautiful day. I'll be looking forward to seeing you tomorrow morning. Share this, please do. And don't forget, 12 Days of Christmas is coming, and I'll be sending you out a great gift if you didn't hear about it. I've got a wonderful 12 Days of Christmas inspirational devotion that I'm going to send out to you based on an incredible song. And I shared with it yesterday. If those that didn't see yesterday's longer version of our inspirational teaching, please go back and check it out. It was a real blessing for me, but I know it was a blessing from a lot of you that responded in the power of what that particular lesson gave all of you and the gift that I talked to you about at the end of it. So again, get ready. The 12 days of Christmas is upon us, and I'll be sharing every day an incredible blessing with you and a free gift that I'm sending you out so that you can be blessed and happy and send it out to others. Have a beautiful day. It's a happy day. You're alive.